Okay, so hello everybody. Heartbreak is a choice. Now, heartbreak is a choice. To be heartbroken is something that you choose to be. Now, yes, when you are heartbroken, let's say like the moment you are heartbroken, you find out something, you get these emotions and everything. Yes, that is something that just happens, and you kind of have the ability to let it out, right? To cry it out. But like it doesn't last too long. 1, 2 days, 3 days, a few days, maybe a week max. But then the emotions are already out. And if you're longer than a week, well, now I'm just saying, these specific numbers, like a week, well, I cannot really tell you the exact numbers, but you gotta understand that, if you're like heartbroken for a year, that is your choice. Half a year, that is your choice. That is your choice to be there. And a lot of people would really be angry now for me saying that, because they feel it so personal, that pain is so personal to them, and they would be like, oh, like, you don't know my story, or like, oh yeah, I understand, this might be applicable to other people, but to me it's not the same, like, oh, you just don't understand. Well, trust me, I do understand. I have been through this painful experience, and I definitely know what it feels like. But I also, through that experience, I've learned that it is a choice. It is a choice to stay heartbroken. You can stay heartbroken for the rest of your life. You can stay heartbroken for as long as you want to. And how you do that is simply revisiting that pain and remembering that pain, remembering the pain. Because in every single moment, you are given a new opportunity to create something new. Because time does not exist. So when you're remembering what happened, you think linearly, and you simply think that, oh, this thing happened to me, and you just think you're remembering something, but in actuality you're simply recreating that stuff in your head. Also, this might be another thing why this happens, is because you don't want to let go of that relationship. That relationship is already gone, it's already over, you're no longer seeing that person, but that only thing that keeps you in there, that kind of your subconscious mind thinking that it's still there, is the fact that you're thinking about it, the fact that you're still remembering it, and it hurts you because you're not able to be present. If you want to release that suffering, you gotta become more present, and how you become present is you gotta let go of that pain, you gotta let go of those heartbreaks. Now, how do you let go? You take a look at the situation with unconditional love. So if you, because these people could come up to me and tell me, like, oh, I'm so heartbroken, I love this person so much. If you actually love them, you wouldn't be heartbroken. Because actually loving, not just being obsessed or whatever, actually loving is the situation where you are able to be alone. The true love is where you're able to be alone and understand and truly wanting the best for this person, and truly wanting for this person to be happy, even if that person won't be with you. That is true love. That is actually love. So if you're not able to be in that state for that person, you are not in love with that person. You're simply recreating some sort of toxic situation in yourself, and just generally just creating a lot of pain for yourself. If you want to look at that person with love, you look at it and you let it go. You let it go, and you're like, okay, if this person wants it this way, let it be, so be it, I let it go. You let it go, and you live with unconditional love in your present moment. And you will see, once you let go of these toxic patterns, you immediately become present naturally, because that's your natural state of being, is presence. And you are unconditional love naturally. But just that, like, we are born into this world pure and innocent and unconditional love. As an unconditional love being, as children, as babies. Life happens, all of us go through a lot of stuff. We learn a lot of tactics, dynamics, could say toxic patterns, defense mechanisms. We learn a lot of those, and then we simply stop being unconditional love. We start becoming the ones that hurt us. And so the idea is to come back to your inner child. The idea is to come back to unconditional love. The idea is to come back to non-judgmental state of being, whilst of course being aware of what is being done to you. I'm not saying, don't judge people and accept everything that they do. I'm not saying that. I think don't judge people in your mind, because, well, when you start judging people in your mind, you will start creating a lot of negative situation in general. Like, you will feel really bad, you will not be present anymore, because that person you're judging is probably not in front of you, and if that person is in front of you, and you're judging that person in front of you, you're just creating this negative energy for yourself. Why would you ever do that? Just come back to your inner child, come back to unconditional love, and you won't even have to experience that. Just say like, oh no, okay, well, that might be the truth, that person might be this way or whatever, but like, now I will not let that, whatever is happening over there, I don't even need to find out what is happening over there with that person, but I'm not gonna let that affect who I am. And I'm not gonna let that, no matter how hard it is to do that, sometimes can be really hard. No matter how it is to come back to your inner child and remain in unconditional, remain in your pure essence.